Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Wednesday, November the 20th. I believe we got 8 games tonight, so a decent sized slate for Wednesday. I got 3 props I do like for today's slate, guys. Taking a first look at the board on Wednesday morning. I am recording this video on Wednesday. I typically do these videos the night before, but I was looking at the board Tuesday night, and they only had props up for 3 games, and I didn't want to force a video when there was only props for 3 games. So I decided just to wait till Wednesday morning, wait till there were more props available, and I found 3 early plays I do like for tonight's slate that we're going to break down and talk about in this video. So before we do get started, guys, as always, if you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure to hit that like button down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you are new to Prizepicks and if you don't have an account over there, sign up, use promo code NOAH. And when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So go check out Prizepicks, guys. And again, use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. Also, I do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper. We do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. And for a limited time, you can get your first deposit matched up to $1,500 over on Sleeper. It used to be up to $100, but for a limited time, they're going to start taking in larger deposits and still give you that 100% deposit match up to $1,500. So if you have a bigger bankroll, if you are able to make larger deposits, you can put in $1,500 on Sleeper, and they'll give you an additional $1,500 to play with. That is only available if you use promo code NOAH. So make sure you guys go check out Sleeper. Use that code when you do sign up. And if you don't know what Sleeper is, they're just a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks, where you're picking more or less on player projections. You're building out an entry. You can make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper. You can mix and match sports, and you can win up to 100x your money. So go check them out, guys. Take advantage of that deposit bonus. And again, you only get that deposit bonus if you use promo code NOAH. So go check out Sleeper if you guys have not yet. But let's go ahead and break down the props that I'm liking for this Wednesday slate. Now, I do want to recap our plays from Tuesday's video before we talk through today's plays. So we gave out 2 picks Tuesday, and unfortunately we lost by the hook on Tuesday, which is just literally exactly how it's been going for me. We took John Collins over 16.5 points, which did hit. Collins wound up scoring 18 points. It was kind of a sweat. He got into foul trouble, but he scored his 18th point, I think, with I want to say a minute left in the fourth quarter, so it was definitely kind of down to the wire. And then we took Zach Collins for over 12.5 points. Really like that play. Zach Collins has had a really good track record without Wemby. He scored 12 points, wound up losing by the hook. And, it is what it is, man. I mean, it's just kind of how it's been going for me lately. Been struggling with these plays I've been giving out on YouTube. Been losing some close ones lately, but we're going to keep pushing through, see if we can get back on track here, hit all 3 of these plays for Wednesday. Again, guys, you can tail all these plays. You can pick which ones you want to tail. You can fade them. I don't care. But I'm going to give you guys all the information, all the analysis I can to support these plays and, kind of break down why I like them. So for the first prop we're going to take a look at for today, we're going to look at a Scottie Pippen Jr. prop. I typed Scooty. So we're going to take a look at a Scottie Pippen Jr. prop, and I like him for more than 10.5 points. So the Grizzlies, they are on the second night of a back-to-back. We'll definitely have to pay attention to their injury report. Desmond Bane's kind of been banged up this season. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s had a injury history. I think there's at least somewhat of a possibility that somebody from Memphis gets ruled out today. Marcus Smart was out yesterday with an illness. We'll see if he plays today. Vince Williams played yesterday but got hurt and didn't return to the game, so he might miss this game. I think somebody from Memphis is probably going to wind up sitting here, so Memphis could be looking at a slightly lesser rotation than they normally would have. Memphis is a team that lately has been running kind of a deeper rotation. They've kind of been spreading out the minutes, but I could see them having to cut down the rotation a little bit if some guys are forced to miss this game. We'll see when the injury report comes out. But either way, we know that Scottie Pippen Jr.'s role is pretty secure right now without Ja Morant. So without Ja Morant, we have seen Scottie Pippen Jr. in the starting lineup for, I believe, their last 6 games. And over their last 6 games that he has started, he has scored 11, 17, 15, 3, 10, and 16 points. So he's over this line in 4 out of his 6 games as a starter this season. And if you look at the games where he went under, the game against Golden State, he only played 22 minutes, and he also shot the ball terribly in that game, 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. That was also a very tough matchup. Golden State's had one of the best, if not the best, defense in the NBA so far this year. And then the other game he went under against Denver, he scored 10 points, so he lost by the hook. But in that game, he shot 3 for 12 from the field and 2 for 7 from 3. So both the games he went under this points prop. He had poor shooting, and then the game against Golden State, he lost some minutes as well. But typically we can expect Scottie Pippen Jr. to play about 25 to 30 minutes when he's in the starting lineup. He's played 28, 21, 32, 22, 26, and 25 minutes in his 6 games as a starter. I think the game against Portland where he played 21, I'm pretty sure that was a blowout. Yeah, that game was a blowout. They won that game 134 to 89. So like in competitive games, he's playing about 25 to 26 minutes. This game against the Sixers should be competitive. I believe the spread is like 3 or 4 points right now. And I think the matchup against the Sixers is not bad. I mean, the Sixers defense has kind of just been average this year. They rank 17th in defensive rating so far. The Sixers do. So I think this is a decent spot for Scottie Pippen Jr. I like the role that he's had, in this offense without Ja Morant. He's historically been a guy that can be productive when he does get minutes, and he's been able to score the basketball. He's not a guy that's afraid to shoot either. You can look at some of his games lately. He's been taking a decent amount of shots, 11, 12, 6, 14, 8, and 8 shot attempts in his last 6 games as a starter. If you're going to give me close to 10 shot attempts from Scottie Pippen Jr. and what I would say is a decent matchup against the Sixers, I think we got a pretty good chance at 11 points here. Not to mention it's a back-to-back. Could see Memphis potentially maybe cutting down some of the minutes on their veterans, on their older guys. Scottie Pippen Jr. obviously a very young guy, so he can definitely handle playing bigger minutes even on a back-to-back. So give me Scottie Pippen Jr. for more than 10.5 points as our first prop for Wednesday. Next prop we're going to look at is going to be a Tyus Jones prop. So I'm liking Tyus Jones for more than 18.5 points plus assist. So Tyus Jones has had a bigger role lately in the absence of Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, and both Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal have already been ruled out for this game. So we can expect, once again, a bigger role for Tyus Jones. Also, it is worth noting that Jusuf Nurkic is questionable. I believe Nurkic has missed their last 2 games, I know he missed last game. I can't remember if he missed the game before that. But either way, we know there's going to be no Kevin Durant. We know there's going to be no Bradley Beal, and they could potentially be without Jusuf Nurkic as well. And if you look at as of late, without Beal, without KD, we have seen Tyus Jones be a little bit more aggressive offensively, been looking for his shot a little bit more. Last 4 games without Booker and Beal, he's had 11, 8, 17, and 12 shot attempts. The game he only had 8 shot attempts was a really tough matchup against OKC, who's, again, one of the best defensive teams, another very strong defensive team. So far this season, if we look at the Knicks defensively, they've actually not really been that good defensively, which is definitely something that not many people expected. I expected the Knicks to be very good defensively, with Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, guys that can defend really well. I expected the Knicks to be a top defensive team, but actually this season, they ranked 21st in defensive rating. They're actually bottom 10 in defensive rating this year, so I don't think this matchup is really as bad as you might think. I think Jalen Brunson's probably going to be the guy that guards Tyus Jones, so I think that matchup against Jalen Brunson's fine. As long as he's not getting guarded by OG or Mikal, I think it's definitely a plus spot for Tyus Jones. And again, the role's been really good for Tyus Jones lately without KD and without Bradley Beal. Has been more aggressive offensively. The scoring has been up. Last few games, he's really been scoring a bunch. 18 points last game against Orlando, 13 against Minnesota. Had a tough matchup against OKC, 7 points, and then he had 10 against Sacramento. And then in terms of assists, the reason I like adding points plus assists for Tyus Jones is because he is a guy that we know can facilitate. And if you look at his last few games, he's really been getting there with assists. 8 assists against Orlando, 11 against Minnesota, only 3 in a very tough matchup against OKC, and then 8 against Sacramento, 7 against Utah. So far this season, Tyus Jones is second on the team in potential assists. He's averaging 11.3 potential assists per game, which is right behind Devin Booker. And you would think, without Bradley Beal, without Kevin Durant, there's going to be opportunity for Tyus Jones to have the ball in his hands even more and potentially pick up even more assists. Surprisingly, over his last 4 games without KD and without Beal, he's only averaging 10 potential assists, but he's been really hot, averaging 7.5 assists on those 10 potentials. So he's definitely run a little bit hot on his assists just in terms of what he's been averaging with potentials. But I would expect his potential assists to go up without Beal and KD, not go down like it has been. But even with his potentials going down, he's still been able to get a bunch of assists lately. So I think we can definitely get 11, 12 points here, potentially 7+ assists from Tyus Jones. And maybe the scoring isn't there. Like maybe he only scores 8 or 9 points, but maybe he gets racks up a bunch of assists, gets like 9 or 10 assists. Maybe the scoring's really strong. He gets 15, 16 points and only a few assists. So that's kind of why I like adding points plus assists. I think if Tyus Jones goes over his points prop, he's got a pretty good chance of going over his points plus assists as well. I guess there are scenarios where maybe he scores like 13, 14 points and then only gets like 2 or 3 assists, but I would most likely say more times than not we can expect Tyus Jones to get usually at least like 5 or 6 assists. This season, I want to say he's averaging like 6 assists per game, somewhere around there. Let me see. This season, he's averaging 6.7 assists per game, and he's typically been a guy that can facilitate the basketball. And obviously, no KD, no Beal right now. Should be even more opportunity for Tyus Jones to handle the ball. Potentially pick up some more usage as well. And again, I think the matchup against the Knicks is not as bad as it may seem. Knicks defensively not been as strong this year as people might have expected. So what I'm liking is our second prop for Wednesday. And then the third and final prop we're going to look at is going to be a combos prop. So I don't take these combos props too often on Prizepicks, but you can look at like assists, points. So it basically takes like 2 players, combines their points prop, and then you can take whether you think they go over or under their combined points prop. So there's an assist combo that I like for today, and it's Draymond Green and Trae Young to combine for more than 16.5 assists. So I think there is some correlation taking this over because you have 2 guys that are kind of the lead facilitators on their team. Trae Young's actually leading the entire league in potential assists per game this season. He's averaging 20.6 potential assists per game. And then Draymond Green, on the other hand, been doing a lot of facilitating this year, leading the team in potential assists per game, 10.6. So in a scenario where you do get kind of a higher scoring competitive game and you see these guys play their full minutes, there's a very good chance both these guys are going to be racking up assists because they lead their team in potential assists this year. And obviously Trae Young's a guy that has been doing a ton of facilitating this season. He leads the entire league in potential assists, and he leads the entire league, or actually he's second in the league in assists per game. Nikola Jokic leading the league in assists per game at 11.7, Trae Young 11.6. But we know the assist opportunities are going to be there for Trae Young, and for what it's worth, last game without Jalen Johnson. So Jalen Johnson was a late scratch last game. He got ruled out like 15, 20 minutes before the game started. Trae Young had a massive assist game last game without Jalen Johnson. 19 assists and 33 potential assists. That might be the most potential assists any player has had in a game this season. For reference, Bogdan Bogdanovic was second on the team in potential assists, and he had 8 potential assists. So Trae Young had 25 more potential assists than the next guy on his team last game without Jalen Johnson. So if Jalen Johnson, who is questionable for today, if he gets ruled out again, I think we're going to see once again a huge ball handling role for Trae Young, and really all the facilitating is going to run through Trae. Even if Jalen Johnson plays, though, we can still expect Trae Young to probably have 18, 19, 20 potential assists. He's averaging around 20 per game. This is a game that is expected to be higher scoring. It does have a 239.5 total, and these are 2 teams that do like to push the pace. Golden State, 5th in pace this season. Atlanta, 3rd in pace. So this is the perfect type of game to target 2 guys to get assists, because in order to get assists, you're going to need possessions. And when it's a faster paced game, there's just going to be more possessions. Guys are going to be getting up and down the floor quicker. There's going to be easier opportunity to rack up assists. You typically see players have a lot of assists in higher scoring games compared to lower scoring games, self-explanatory. And this is projected to be a higher scoring game. It's got a really high total. As long as the game's competitive, we can project Trae Young for probably 35 to 36 minutes. We can project Draymond Green for probably 30 to 32 minutes. And when Draymond's played 30-plus minutes this season, he's typically been able to get like at least 6 or 7 assists in his games this season with at least 30 minutes. 6, 7, 4, 11, 6, 7, and 3 assists. I think his assist prop today is set at 6, and honestly, I kind of like the over on 6 assists for Draymond Green. And then Trae Young, when we expect him to play his full minutes, when he typically plays like 36-plus minutes, you can typically bet on him getting like 10-plus assists. This season, with at least 35 minutes, Trae Young's had 10, 19, 13, 12, 8, 16, 8, 15, 13, 10, and 12 assists. So I think we had a pretty good chance of getting close to 10 assists, if not more than 10 assists for Trae Young. And I like our chances to get 5 or 6, if not more than that, assist from Draymond Green. I like combining these 2 guys to combine for more than 16.5 assists. We kind of talked about why I like this. Fast-paced game, should be a high-scoring game. And these are the 2 guys that lead their team in potential assists this season. Draymond's been doing a bunch of facilitating lately. He's had at least 6 assists in all of his last 5 games. His potential assists have also been up over that stretch. The last 5 games, Draymond's averaging over 12 potential assists per game. And obviously we know Trae, he's doing a ton of facilitating this year as well. So I do like that as our third and final prop for Wednesday. Draymond Green and Trae Young to combine for more then 16.5 assists. So we got 3 early plays for Wednesday's slate, guys. Again, you guys are going to tell me on these 3 plays. Let's hopefully hit all 3 of these plays today, make some money on the slate. If you want to tail all 3 of these, you can do so. If you want to take these 3 plays and then add a couple of plays that you like and do like a 5-pick entry or 6-pick entry, that's something that I would definitely recommend doing. I typically don't recommend playing 3-pick lineups on Prizepicks because the payout you get on those is not as good as places other DFS sites offer. So I typically don't recommend 3 picks on Prizepicks. I typically would recommend do like a 5-pick or 6-pick, or if you are looking for less variance, you could do a 2-pick lineup as well. But either way, these are 3 early plays I like for Wednesday, guys. Let's try and hit all 3 of these plays today. So appreciate you guys watching the videos. Again, hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button as well. And be sure to go check out Prizepicks, guys. Use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks, get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account once you place your first lineup. But good luck tonight, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.